Hello, today is Thursday, January 13th, 2022. Today's message is I let go of all expectations. People, places, and things are free to be themselves, and I am free to be me. Clear the space. I'm going to continue with the setup I had yesterday, which was the three Archangel organized pyramids by William Bell. So it's Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael as our energies today guiding this reading. I'm going off script from the book today, and I said I'm going to do a sort of weekend ahead spread. This is for me. This is sort of my next week. It's a long weekend coming up to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. on Monday, the 17th. And then my semester I teach, and my semester actually begins on Tuesday the 18th. So there's a lot of preparation that we've been working on campus, trying to get things, together, and it's very uncertain time. So we're working through that, but we have a retreat tomorrow, Friday, like the faculty retreat, as we, our final sort of retreat to prepare. And then today we had student orientations and sort of back to school, and we had convocations. So there's a lot going on today, Thursday the 13th, and then going into tomorrow there's a retreat, and then there's the weekend, and Monday's a holiday, so it's an extended, and it's a 3-day weekend. So I thought I would do a spread to look at the weekend ahead. And, because I think most of us will have an extended weekend, maybe not everybody, but a lot of places will have Monday off, and then some people took off that Friday. So I don't know. I thought it was a good place to have a weekend ahead reading. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull one card. I'll put it in the middle, sort of as a sort of like a signifier, right? The general theme of this weekend. And we have the Judgment card. Interesting. And I'm going to pull a card. I'll do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, since Monday's the holiday. So whether or not you're working, it's still the holiday observed, right? So we're going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then I should just get back to the daily readings after this. So we'll see. But let's get started here. So as the general energy or theme for this weekend, judgment. Now, interesting is that judgment, it signifies, it's Archangel Gabriel coming in with the message at the end, almost like right at the end, almost right at the end of the journey. And it's asking, it's Archangel Gabriel, so making the declaration of, you're almost at the end here. How can you look back at everything that you've done and look at it with gratitude, look at it through the lessons that you should have learned, and all of it is positive. Like, how can we look back on the journey and be, be content, be excited, and ready to move on to the next thing. So for this, it would be the next week. I really do like this. I think this is, as you're going to enter the weekend, the overall energy is, we're about 13 days into this new year. There's a lot of stuff going on, but let's just take this little pause. Maybe we're packing up all of our decorations if we did that, or however it is. If you have kids in school, they just went back to school. They've had like a couple of weeks under their belt now. If maybe for you nothing changed in your day-to-day, but you're going into, maybe you have the long weekend. So maybe this is it's our first long weekend of the new year. So it's really, the energy is, let's sort of look back at, we just started the year. This is our first big, our first long weekend. Let's take a quick assessment of where we've been this week. What work have we done, and assess that. We've earned this weekend. It really is what judgment is saying. And so let's look at it and let's be excited as we move forward on the weekend. So looking at the days, right? The Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Friday's energy is the Seven of Swords. And so Seven of Swords tends to be like a tricky energy, So I would say that the message I'm receiving is that as we are, as we're looking back, let's be honest, we're looking at everything as a lesson that we've learned, that something we've experienced. But here, let's be honest, that maybe there's some things that we didn't finish. Maybe it's taking us a little bit longer to get our rhythm going into this new year. But let's not deceive ourselves, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. And Friday, if we have some loose ends to tie together, maybe we do want to take a really extended 4-day weekend. Or maybe Friday we need to ease into it and be, responsible and see what it is that you haven't fully wrapped up, so that you can, as you go into the weekend, let's for sure tie things up so that we can go into the Saturday, Sunday, and the Monday really like free of anything holding us back that we may or may not have finished this week. So Friday, let's not, maybe not everybody should take that Friday off now. I know I don't have it off tomorrow, but this is maybe saying that before we go off and victoriously want to take a 4-day weekend, let's get some things together before we head out. Now, Saturday's card is the 9 of Wands, which is really cool following this Friday card, because this one really speaks to really protecting what you've done, what you've accomplished. And it's like, you're almost done with something, but you want to really be present and focused and protective of the work that you have put forward. So if we're wrapping up loose ends on Friday, Saturday is really, this Judgment card, what Archangel Gabriel is sort of signifying across, is get your stuff done. Be honest with yourself. Don't try to play, mind tricks on yourself that things haven't been done. And then on Saturday, really be proud of that. Be excited about the fact that you did accomplish some things, that you're getting really close to completing something that you have been working on for a while, but you've been taking care of things. It's also, and so be happy with that. Be protective of that. I'm getting, for some, this 9 of Wands is also, for some of you, it's also saying that on this, once we get past this, okay, so all right, so getting them cold chills, and I got another message here. For some of you, the 7 of Swords is, wow, okay, it is asking you, so on Friday, be protective of your energy this weekend in general, right? Archangel Gabriel's here. Archangel Gabriel wants us to be really present, and in that, in being present, let's protect our energy from the potential of anybody being tricky around you with time, and with your time, and with your energy. So on Friday, maybe as you're making plans for the weekend, or if you're trying to get out of work early, whatever it is, really be aware of everybody in your surroundings. For some, this is the message. For some, it's you need to tie up some loose ends before you take some time off. For others, it's on your effort to get out and do your thing early. Be aware of those around you, because you may have some energy around you that's going to try to keep you at work longer or stop you from doing something. And so you want to be mindful of that, because Saturday's energy is rewarding, and it's I see there's a lot of like, take the Saturday for some self-care, to really be in your space of what you've accomplished. And so be aware of Friday's energy. Friday's energy seems to be a little off, a little, funny in regards to whether it's your own or someone else's energy. On Saturday, you get to really sit in that and look back and be proud of what you've done, and maybe take some time for yourself to admire the work that you've done, that you're getting really close to completion. You want to protect it. It's that sense of protecting your work that is giving me this message that for some of you, it does have to do with work. So as you're completing a project or something around that, maybe you don't tell everybody that you work with what's going on, or like you hold a little of that to yourself. Be protective of that energy, because there's some tricky stuff here on Friday. And if it's your own, you'll know that. And then you'll know to finish that up so that Saturday you can sit and admire what you have done. Maybe take some time for yourself as well, like just by yourself. Sunday, Queen of Cups. I'm really, it is the long weekend to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. This Queen of Cups is really speaking to me about, she's at her throne, but she's very compassionate. She's very empathetic, and she sees that way. Like she's very intuitive. And so on Sunday, I think it's a really good day to, if you can, and being safe, of course, if there's a way to be of service in some way. And that can be of service to yourself, being compassionate, empathetic to you. Maybe you go for a walk. If you're near water, maybe you're outdoors. Maybe where you are, the weather is good and you want to maybe take a walk near water, maybe take a bath to really be in your emotions and really be kind to yourself and be really compassionate to yourself. If you are in a place where you can be of service, maybe there's different efforts in your community to provide some sort of resources or services to communities that might need them. I feel like this is a really good sign that if you do have those opportunities available to you and they are safe, that you get involved that way. That will really fill your cup through your own efforts or through your own ability to empathize and embrace compassion for others. That would be a really good opportunity on Sunday to do so if that's something that is available to you. But Sunday really is about filling your cup and sharing that out, that compassion, that empathy, and really using your intuition. So if you've had any of this energy that, however, Friday, the week is wrapping up, and Saturday's sort of reflection of what you've done Sunday is really about sitting in that space and loving yourself. And, the cup is being held up to be filled and to give to others. So it's a two-way street here, but it's what I'm getting these dual messages. For some of you, it is going to be in service of others, and for some of you, it's going to be service of yourself, so that you can, give back to yourself and fill your cup for this upcoming week. And then Monday, it's the Six of Pentacles. So it's a perfect harmonious balance. Like we have our balance here of, our heart in the center and our lower and upper chakras just in alignment through this really, beautiful love that we have here. The Archangel Gabriel really is bringing forward this message to us. And Monday, it's really, it's the full circle moment. It's a long weekend. Like I said, I was really feeling drawn to giving myself this snapshot of what is the weekend ahead going to look like. Like I said, tomorrow, I know what I have going on as a retreat to wrap up the week. Next week, there's a day off. And then it really is, and typically I say this, this is just year after year, we come out of the holidays and we usually go right back to our routine, but we have a lot of, we go into the beginning of the year, however the calendar works out, and we're really excited to start stuff. But those first couple weeks are really putting some things into action. Some we're still thinking through. And then we have this day off, this at least here in the United States, we have this day that we celebrate on the 17th for Martin Luther King. This year it's the 17th, it's Monday. And it's always a Monday. I'm blanking on it has to do with the Monday closest to, and I'm literally blanking on the day. I'm not sure if it's the 6th. I think it's the 16th that we're looking for. And that, so this week we're celebrating it on Monday. So here in the United States, we have this day off. And it's that, okay, we just started, we came off of the holidays and we went gangbusters to start the year. And now we have this day off and it's like, whew, okay, let me catch my breath. Let's see where I'm at. And then it feels like now I'm starting the year. Like I had a little bit of a start, but now I have this day off and now it gets going. And for a lot of us here in the United States, the way the school system works, if you're at a college campus, the semester system will start that week after the holiday. So if the holiday is on Monday, a lot of schools will start on Tuesday or Wednesday. Now, in other parts of the world, I do think it's a good place to say, it's right at the midpoint of the first month of the year. So there's nothing, it's a good time to make an assessment early enough in the year where we're still in that vibrant energy of a new year, so we can make some adjustments. If, like, I hope you did the vision board on the 1st, and so this would be just a really good little check-in point. And that's why I wanted to do looking at the weekend ahead and looking at it from Friday to Monday. And this is that full circle. So if we were looking at this as a quick check-in just for our year, we wanted to look at this weekend and just see where we're at. Some tricky stuff we're still working through. It could be other people trying to mess with our plans. It could be us trying to play mind tricks on ourselves and messing with our plans. Whatever that energy is, it's fleeting, it's quick, it can be nipped in the bud quickly. We just want to be aware. We want to, tend to our garden. We want to be happy and look back at the work we are doing and looking at our progress with gratitude and appreciation for what we've accomplished, what we're continuing to grow and accomplish, and take some time to, to acknowledge that we are working towards something, whether it's been a small thing that we've incorporated this year, whether it's, 2 weeks into our resolutions and we're keeping with them, whatever it is, like, we are doing that, we are moving forward, and we should take a pause to acknowledge ourselves. And then we have this card of intuition. I think if we're watching these daily readings, if you're, doing your own spiritual practices, this is a nice reminder that our intuition is sharpened right now. It is open to receive. Our intuition is open to receive those messages, is open to receive love. It's open, for all, we're just open to receive right now, and very seated in that place of our heart. It's also letting us know that we're in this position of also giving back. So not only are we opening to receive that, but we're also in a position to give that back, if that is if we can, right? And so this is that reminder. And then as we close out the weekend with the 6 of Pentacles, it really ties everything together to show that balance. There's going to be some stuff. It's always not, it's not always just a totally linear, rainbows and and unicorns path, but for the most part it can be, because this is fleeing and this isn't. This is, these two energies are much more stable and long term. So we have Archangel Gabriel here present, letting us know that we're living in this very balanced moment, and that the negative energies are fleeing, but our heart-centered ways of showing empathy and compassion, that is long, that energy and that emotion is very stable and will continue with us over time. But that we are really, this weekend as a checkpoint, we are right where I think where we all aim to be, and it's in that balanced state. So I really like this, and I'm really looking forward to the next 4 days. I will continue to do the daily readings, so I will be back here tomorrow, Friday, January 14th. But now we have a little snapshot on how to approach this weekend and the energies. And this is also something you can do, it's 4 days. I do these sometimes for the whole week ahead. But if you ever just want to do, you know, a quick spread, especially when there's like a long weekend, or just to see, you know, at any moment, you can pull one card for a very sort of the general theme of the days that you're asking about, and then you can pull across to see for each day and read it that way. And so it's a really nice way to use tarot to complement, you know, your daily practices. Thank you. See you tomorrow.